According to data, one of the biggest issues that America faces is single-family homes and fatherless homes, which then who's raising the kids? So the future is tainted. But you would think marriage will be the solution, right? But then I decided to do my research. And when you married someone, you married them, and you also married the state or the laws of the state. Once again, you married them and you also are married to the state. So this guy broke down marriage so well that I must give him his flowers while he's here right now. You have the lead attorney. Guys, go follow his channel. The lead attorney. Go follow his channel because he's an expert in this, and I'm doing a reaction video to let you guys know my insight on this. Because Jeannie Mai still may hit Jeezy with the come over here, finish him. Why? Because they can throw that prenup out. He taught me some things that I did not know. And you have to give credit when credit's due. Tune in. Let's begin.
Prenup is actually thrown out. This is where it gets scary. This is why Jeezy might be screwed.
Ooh.
What's gonna happen, guys, if prenup is thrown out? No prenup, so now he's back at like a.
Hold on one moment. Let me give you guys a better view.
Division? There's kind of two things
you can still listen
about
though.
Fulton County, about Georgia in general. You got community property states versus equitable division states. What's the difference? This is very important. Community property states are 50-50. All right, so this just means 50-50. What does equitable division states mean? Equitable division is not 50-50, not necessarily. This just means fair. But what does fair mean? Fair could mean 50-50. It could mean 60-40. It could mean 80-20. It could mean any of this stuff. You never really know. In community property states, you know it's going to be 50-50. In equitable division states, it's going to be fair. So Georgia is an equitable division state. So what does this mean? If our man doesn't have a prenup, then the judge is going to have to divide the assets. And the assets are going to be divided not necessarily 50-50. The judge could give the dragon lady more.
Whoa.
Or the judge could give...
The judge can give the dragon lady more. So it ain't a 50-50 split. So if you're a state, that's why I say you married not only to the woman, you're married to the state law that governs the woman. I look at the marital codes and the state laws for marriage as detrimental to the family structure. You know it's best to leave the child. It's best for the child to have both parents. That's the first thing. So you can't say it's better for a child to be, it's best, the best situation is to have a mother and a father. That's the first. The second best situation, if you don't have that, is to leave the child with the father. According to data and statistics, they will have a high success rate. Why do the court leave the child with the mother? Which means you don't care about the family. Like, what's going on with you, judge? You're judging the wrong thing. You know not what you do. Why would you do that to the kid? Why would you set the kid up like that based on what the parents are going through, or the diaspora of what's happening with the parents? So Jeannie Mai might hit, Jeannie Mai may hit Jeezy with the wata. She may hit him with the chopstick. Because Jeezy had a lot of money before her. He had his real estates in the States before her. He owned half of Atlanta. Last time I heard, he owned half of Atlanta. He real estate up. But he acquired all these things before her. So I want to know what the judge is going to say. Okay, you acquired these things before her. Did you use some money that y'all made together in order to pay for some of these? If so, what would then be the result? Because it's getting real sticky. It's getting sticky. But let's continue. Let's continue. It's getting too sticky.
Jeezy more. But that's rare because Jeezy already has significantly more money. Jeezy is worth, what do we say, about 3 times as much? So it would be rare for a judge to take from a woman and give to a man who already is worth 3 times more than the woman. You never see that. If that's the case, the judge would just be like 50-50. You almost never see that. So
that's true, but let's put a spin on it. But would the judge award her, right, for all the things that he worked for? Will the judge award her some of his estate? So at the end, he's taking a major loss no matter what. But let's continue, because this one, it gets sticky.
Has something to lose, it would be Jeezy, because you're not in a 50-50 state. A judge is going to take into account in this fair situation a lot of factors. The judge might take into account the age of the parties, the net worth.
And you could say that, okay, maybe Jeezy, he didn't need to get married to her, but hey, he probably thinking about the success of his family. He want to have a family structure. All men do, but not to that degree. Because you want to have these things, but the people that you're having these things with and the city that you're living in doesn't support those ideas. So I tell people, before you get married, study the state that you plan on getting married in. It may not even want to get married in the United States. Go overseas. At least they care about the structure of a family. But let's continue.
The parties,
as I digress.
The education of the parties, the health of the parties. One of the things that the judge is going to take into consideration, though, is misconduct. The judge might be leaning to give her 80% of Jeezy's stuff, but then found out she was a dragon lady. No, I'm gonna give you only 50% of his stuff. So the judge looks at a lot of things and trying to determine what exactly.
What's a dragon lady? She come to blow everything down and take everything? Let's see, because we don't know Jeannie's motive. We don't know her motive. We don't know why she got married, why she decided to have kids with Jeezy when her prior husband, she didn't want to have kids with her prior husband. So why would you then want to have kids with a man that's well off? Because you're looking for the best. See, women generally, they on survival mode. They looking for the best way that they can survive. So maybe that's what she did. She acted into her spirit, and that's what happens. That's not going to change, right?
Exactly is fair. Here is the scary part, guys, and we're going to talk about something that's scary for Jeezy. You need to know 2 things. You need to know equitable division. Georgia's an equitable division state. And you also need to know about this. This is very, very important. You need to know about separate versus marital property. Anybody know the difference?
And I think that's where they're going to get them at. That's where they're going to get them at. The separate versus marital property. Because separate, he was cool. He was straight. When he got married, who's to know that he used some of his, after he got married, let's just say that they got an estate together. Who's to know he used some of that money to pay off some of his mortgages or his property taxes on his whole property. Then now she's summoned to 50-50. Whoa. Georgia. They say it's a home sweet home, but it ain't looking so sweet. Comment, subscribe, like. Do you think that she have a case right here? Will this prenup be thrown out? Will it be thrown out? I just want to talk about it, so let's talk about it.